Well, a green-collar job is essentially a blue-collar job that's been upgraded to better respect the environment. So, we're not talking about Buck Rogers jobs or science fiction jobs, George Jetson jobs. We're talking about, installing solar panels. We're talking about manufacturing wind turbines. We're talking about doing organic farming. We're talking about retrofitting and weatherizing buildings so that they leak less energy, use water more efficiently. These are the good hands-on jobs, the skilled labor jobs. The green economy has everything in it, from the PhDs to the PhDos, the people who actually do the work. Because now we're talking about not just regulating, the existing economy, but actually creating a new economy that would be clean and green. An incredible opportunity to include everybody from the beginning, to have a green economy that Dr. King would be proud of. You've got to put a price on carbon, whether you call it cap and trade, carbon tax, we call it cap, collect, and invest. You've got to begin to get the right market signals that we can't have an economy where it's free to dump carbon. It's just going to cost you the whole world, and that's the kind of rules we've had up until now. Well, in the book we talk about this, New Deal 2.0. Some people are calling it a green recovery program. It's a very similar idea that the government would play some smart, intelligent role, giving people opportunities to work, also helping private capital move in the right direction. Obviously, we're not talking about a lot of government jobs, but we are talking about the government being on the side of the problem solvers in our economy. Right now, the government is on the side of the problem makers. Who gets all the money? The Pentagon, the polluters, the prisons, the very forces in society that the more money you give them, the worse we get. But when you talk about a new green economy, it's also for the whole society to be able to move forward. Look at what the dirty, pollution-based, poison-based, credit-based, debt-based society has given us. A catastrophe, an ecological catastrophe, a political catastrophe, and an economic catastrophe. The challenge that we have is that most people walking around are schizophrenic about green issues. On the one hand, everybody's got a soft spot for nature. On the one hand, if you ask people, do you want the earth to die? They tend to say no. At the same time, if you ask people, are you an environmentalist? Are you a greenie? They tend to say no. Because a stereotype pops up of either somebody who is one of our beloved friends in Berkeley, more on the hippie side, or our friends in Silicon Valley or Hollywood, more the eco-chic. So you're either eco-freak or eco-chic. Either way, you're not me. So people can then begin to feel like, oh, this is a movement it's not about making me feel bad. It's about helping me live better. It's not about me changing my lifestyle necessarily, but it's about me having some livelihood, which I wouldn't have had under the pollution-based regime. Eco-apartheid is a situation where you have ecological haves and ecological have-nots, where some communities have all of the environmental gains and benefits of cleaner air, cleaner water, less pollution, less poison, and others still are stuck with all of the benefits disproportionately. We don't want eco-apartheid. We want instead eco-equity. And eco-equity is a very simple concept. It's equal protection and equal opportunity in a green economy. It's not just about making sure that the worst things don't happen. We also want to make sure that the best things happen and that we share the benefits.